I'm now headed 200 miles west to the tip of the Macaw Peninsula to the Wild Sun Rescue Centre. They're experiencing an outbreak of a strange skin problem in some of the wild primates in the local village, and they've asked for my help. Today, Jeremy Levine, the director of the Wild Sun, has asked me to meet him near his capuchin monkey rehabilitation area.
Hey, how's it going, Dr. Chris? Thank you so much for coming.
Hey, absolute pleasure.
I started Wild Sun Rescue Center about 3 years ago. This was something that I felt was needed. Just feeding these capuchins right here real quick. We have a vast amount of wildlife, and all of our animals are for release, and our philosophy is that we get them rehabilitated, we get them out the door, independent of humans, as fast as possible. There's more reports than ever of monkeys with skin conditions in and around some of the more populated areas, touristy areas, and we're really trying to figure out why so we can stop it. On a basic level, we're seeing them losing their hair. They're losing all their hair. You're also seeing other symptoms of sunken-in eyes and maybe fatigue, but we really need to get to the bottom of why and what it is that's causing all of those symptoms. So we want to make sure that more monkeys aren't getting the same disease.
You've obviously got some monkeys that are really struggling. They need help in a hurry too. I'd say probably the key thing now is let's get some samples and start trying to piece together the puzzle.
We're going to drive 5 miles north to the town of Montezuma. The plan is to head into the village and capture and sedate some of these wild capuchins so I can identify exactly what's causing this skin irritation.
Okay, there's some capuchins. Just saw one up there, Chris.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Up left or?
Up that, right there. It wasn't a hairless one, but...
There's some trees moving up here.
Yeah, that's definitely the Howler tree.
Well, there's a capuchin right there. But no skin disease.
Chris, there it is, there it is.
There's one particular monkey that Jeremy has named Capone. Now, the Wild Sun team have captured and treated him before, so we're lucky to have come across him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right through here.
I've been trying to dart and sedate a capuchin monkey named Capone, but to say it's been a challenge would be a dramatic understatement. If he gets scared at this point, he will slip deeper into the trees, and then we'll have lost him forever.
Got him?
Now that we've tranquilised and caught Capone, we're heading back up the coast to Wild Sun's clinic so we can run some tests in order to help Capone's infection.
At the moment, it's hard to frame out parasites, hard to frame out bacteria, fungi, nutrition. Really everything is a potential suspect right now.
We're starting to see more than ever monkeys without hair. So we're trying to really isolate what's happening with the wild populations in the Montezuma area.
Yeah, the skin condition for Capone, it's making his skin a little thickened, a little drier, a little scaly, and losing the hair. So he has that old man appearance. This disease is really taking its toll on him. So let's get some samples.
Right now, I suspect we're dealing with a fungal infection. The only way to know for sure is to take a sample and send it to a lab. That'll take a couple of weeks, though, to come back. From there, we can formulate the best treatment and hopefully a solution.
Let's give him a bath and really clean him up. Here you go, Capone.
In the meantime, I'm going to give Capone a topical treatment which will at least stem the spread of this disease. While Capone recovers, Jeremy has asked me to take a look at a couple of baby howler monkeys on the other side of the centre that are also suffering from a type of skin infection.
I can hear them. You guys hungry?
Howler monkeys are named for their exceptionally loud calls and are native to much of South and Central America.
Come on, here we go.
You have George, and then the one with the fungus is over here. We call him Fun Guy.
Fun Guy. Yeah. Good name. Well, let's get him outside so we can have a good look under that light.
For these babies, the stress caused by being separated from their mothers, it weakens their immune system. And so the best medicine for them is to actually give them a stuffed toy. That makes them feel less alone. And amazingly, often their whole body responds.
Fun Guy was actually found outside in Montezuma, so the same area where the fungal infections with the capuchin monkeys are being found. So by the time he came to us, he was really weak, really dehydrated, couldn't swallow, Had no strength whatsoever, and his face was crusted over entirely.
Really?
Fun guy. He was already full of fungus. We thought that it was over for him, but he's recovered.
So he was obviously on his last legs then.
We thought he was going to die within hours.
Yeah. You're tougher than you look, are you?
It's hard to put a finger on exactly what impact humans are having on the local primate population, but what we do know is their habitat is being lost, their whole social structure in their families is breaking down. All those combined may just be causing what we're seeing here.
I feel very guilty doing this because it hurts me to hurt this little face of yours. Okay, I'll be nice and quick, little guy. There you go. Oh. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Wild Sun Rescue Centre works in conjunction with a lot of different animal organisations. One of them is their Scarlet Macaw breeding program. Macaws used to be a native species in Costa Rica, but have since been pushed out by deforestation and capture for the pet trade. But the program here has slowly been breeding and reintroducing these birds back into the wild.
So this is where they breed all the macaws to repopulate the local area.
This is the breeding center. Here's a pair right here, and they're juvenile.
Jeremy has invited me to perform a few health checks and help with the release of 2 macaws that they've been breeding for the past 2 years here at Wild Sun.
All right, there's some work to be done here.
Vernon. Hola, Jeremy.
Hey, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Vernon is the biologist heading up the breeding program and has bred and successfully released over 150 macaws.
All right, wow, look at these guys.
The scarlet macaws used to fly over 85% of the landmass of Costa Rica, and they're now down to about 15% of the country, and the numbers are dwindling. A lot of these birds were confiscated from the illegal wildlife trade, and buying macaws as pets is one of the main reasons that they're going extinct in the wild. And so we're going to bring those macaws back to this area. These are all juveniles that we're getting ready to release on the Nicoya Peninsula. So we're going to be microchipping them and getting them ready for that.
Okay. Being very careful to keep away from that beak.
You have to treat that beak with respect. It's got a bite pressure of 700 psi. It's similar to a large dog. So you try to admire that beak at a distance.
Okay, nice strong heart. Breathing isn't too rapid, so we're not too stressed. That's nice. Okay, now finally the microchip. Oh yeah.
Once Chip and Skittles are released, we need to know exactly where they are and who they are if they're ever caught again. So that microchip is essential.
Yeah, this is a big needle, so they're certainly going to feel this one. Okay, everyone hold on. We could be in for a wild ride.
I'll need to place the microchip just off the sternum underneath the wing without being bitten.
Just hold that wing, yeah, you'll look at that wing down. Okay.
Okay.
So we're in. Microchip's in. 633. What do you think? Around here?
Sí, este lugar es bueno.
Aquí?
Yeah.
Sí,
Yeah.
this is good.
Oh, wow, this is good.
Both of these birds have reached the perfect age to go back to the wild. Jeremy and Vernon have found the perfect spot for their release, just outside Wild Sun. It's got high trees and dense growth with plenty of fruits and nuts. It is macaw paradise.
You know, if you're going to rediscover the wild anywhere, this is a pretty good spot. Here we go, guys. It's all yours. Here we go. One's making the climb. You are incredible. Amazing.
Feel that wind?
Yeah. Beautiful work. Now that is a sight to see. Great stuff, mate.
Gracias.
Well done.
Buen
Awesome.
trabajo.
Scarlet macaws, like Chip and Skittles, used to fly freely through forests like this one. And today, they are once again. Hopefully, these two will head out and ensure the survival of this species for years to come.
That is just a beautiful thing.
That's what we want flying over our skies once again.
Yeah. And with you guys, doing the work you are, there's no reason why that sight can't become more common.
It's hard to ignore the fact that Jeremy and Vernon have been preparing Chip and Skittles for this moment for the last 2 years, and it's certainly been worth it.
I know that's the reward for a lot of hard work from you, so well done.
Thank you
guys.
for all your help.